My friend, I cannot lie to you. To survive this world, you need to become a good shoemaker. You need to become a perfect shoemaker. To leave a legacy behind. To scale through this modern world, you must become a better shoemaker. Now, what makes a good shoemaker? Number one, you have to have a good polish. You have to have a very good working polish. Number two, you need to have a shoe shiner. You must have a good shoe shiner also. Number three, you need a thread and a needle. You must have a thread and a needle. And the last one, which is number four, you need a shoe protector. Those are the four things you need to scale through this world, to become someone of substance, to leave a legacy behind. Those are the four things you need. Now let's start all over again. Why do you need a good polish? When somebody meets you for the first time, the first question that comes to their mind is, who are you? Where do you belong? Where do you come from? Who is this person I'm meeting? Their brain is doing a lot of work, a lot of calculation, a lot of digestion, a lot of mathematics, trying to fix you, trying to categorize you. And it is your job to make this their brain's calculation or function or action easier. It is your job to have a good polish. And what are the great polishes we have in this world now? We have the religious polish. We have the organizational polish. We have the political polish. You must belong to one of those two things. You must belong. You must be identified with one of these two things. Some people belong to 3 or 4 of these polishes. Some people 2, some people more than 3, more than 4. But you must have a polish. You must be identified. If not, they're going to trample upon you. And not just any polish. Polish have categories and sections. So you must choose which polish is best for you in your current location, in your current geography. It's very important. People have been playing this game over the years. I just realized this few years ago that, as a global citizen, you must belong to a particular polish, to a particular global polish. It might be a religious polish, it might be an organizational polish, it might be a political polish. There are so many political parties, there are so many big corporations, there are so many big religious bodies. You must be identified with one of these global polish, or you have yourself to be blamed. And the second one is, you need a shoe shiner. Why do you need a shoe shiner? After you belong to one of these polish, you also need to keep shining your shoe. And how do you shine your shoe? You need capital, you need fund, you need a business, you need a high-paying job, a career. You cannot just belong to one of these organizations or these groups without polishing your image. You have to keep shining your image. You need a shoe shiner. You need something to shine that image. When they need contribution, you need to show up. When they need assistance or connection, you need to show up. You need to be able to assist. You need to be able to contribute. That's why this shoe shiner is important. Don't just have a polish without a good shoe shiner. The shoe will never look good, no matter how many polish you add to it. With a little shoe shiner, that shoe becomes perfect. That's why you need a good shoe shiner after you have a polish. And the third one is, you need a thread and a needle, because every once in a while the shoe is going to get torn. It's going to tear. So you need to sew it. You need a needle and you need a thread for that. Now, what are your needle? You need the legal. You need the justice system. You need education. You need to know your rights. Those are the things that enable you to sew your shoe when it gets bad, when someone tramples upon your right, when you got hit by a superior, when something diabolical happened to you by somebody who has power than you need this thread and needle to sew those things, because it's an injury to your personality. So you need to sew it. If you don't have a good thread and needle, everybody is going to trample on you. Everyone is going to shit on you. So it's important to have this thread and needle. You have to, you need to have a very strong legal standing in the society. You need a good education. You need a good human right understanding. Those are the things you need to sew your shoe when it gets trampled upon, when it gets torn. It's very important. And this last one is also important. You need a shoe protector. No matter the polish you have, no matter the shoe shiner, no matter the thread and needle, if you cannot protect your shoe, then what is the essence of owning a pair of shoes? You need to get your shoe protected at all times. And what are the things you need to protect your shoe? What are your shoe protector? You need power. You need education. You need military influence. You need strong legal backings. You need strong political backings. You need strong organization backings. There are so many of these protectors, shoe protectors, we have in the world today. You must have 3 or 4 of them for you to be able to protect your shoe. To become a good shoemaker, you must have 3 or 4 of these shoe protectors. You must have power, education, military, political standing, organizational strength. There's evidence of people who have this shoe protector in hands, in their toolbox. They use it anytime they like, and you all know them. We don't need to mention any names, but that is the reality we find ourselves. And those are the 4 things you need to become a good shoemaker, my friend.